She was the face behind the popular Libs of TikTok Twitter account. She was hiding out. Nobody knew who this person was. She was dedicated to exposing child predators and other radical left wings, people that with almost 2 million followers on social media. She's expanding her fight now. On her Libs of TikTok site, Haya reposts videos of woke teachers, gender affirmation, transition, and all the stuff. Things, I don't know where she gets all of this stuff, but it just, every time I watch her stuff, I just get mad all over again at what's going on. But Haya was exposed in April of 22 after an interview with Tucker Carlson, some other guy that has another show at this time slot. In December, her influence exploded. And her new children's book is coming out. It's out. No More Secrets, The Candy Cavern, published by Brave Books. We're going to talk more about that in a minute. But I want to talk right now to Haya Rachik. Haya, thank you for coming on the program.
Hi, it's so great to be here. Thanks for having me.
All right, so let's talk about Libs of TikTok because, you know, as we are parents, but now we're grandparents too. You know, the stuff that you put out there is absolutely, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is really, these people are saying things with straight faces and they really mean it. This is a sign of where we are in America? Is this really what the left is pushing?
Yeah, and the left likes to claim that, oh, I take things out of context or I'm cherry picking, I'm exaggerating. And then it's like, when you see this content, every single day I'm posting content and at this point, it's been hundreds and hundreds of teachers and these sort of really these indoctrination efforts in schools. It's really hard to deny that this is what's happening now in schools.
Yeah, in fact, all right. So those of you that don't, I'm glad you don't have TikTok, but I want you to watch. Let's roll. Jason, let's roll one of these clips. Just some of the examples. We just picked random stuff. You're not going to believe what we're about to show you. Play it.
Hi, my name is Tempest. I'm a member of a DID system, and several people have asked how to use the neo-pronouns that I use, so here's a quick guide. So I use they, them pronouns, but primarily I use ze, them, zemself. Now, this is a little bit different from the other z pronoun, which is ze, zer, zerself. So the Z that I use is more related to he, him. I'm agender. I don't really have any kind of gender identity, but I have a masculine body in her world, and I'm more masculine leaning in terms of like self-expression, compliments that I like, things like that. And like Cameron and Avery in our system, the not having a gender thing for me specifically is related to the fact that I shapeshifted into a bird. So the other birds also use neo-pronouns because they don't connect to gender in a human way. Specifically, they don't connect to not having a gender in the same way that a human would connect to not having a gender. So it's not just the fact that we're non-binary, it's the fact that we're not entirely human.
Not entirely human? All right. Hi, I'm going to get back to you, but I got to go to Lance here. Hi, Lance, you know, she shape-shifted into a bird and she says it totally straight face, and she's got some kind of clouds things and Z and Zimself. I mean, this, I think I'm watching Saturday Night Live sketch, but she's serious.
Yeah, she shapeshifted. That was what got me. I mean, if I shapeshifted into, imagine if I shapeshifted into a nacho and discovered I needed to lose weight or something. Yeah. This is like so bizarre. What it tells me though, Gene, is that when you look at this next generation, and we tie it into the Asbury revival, which is still moving in the Gen Z age group, that age group, you realize that by not having a strong institutional unified voice for the kingdom of God that has permeated the schools and reeled them in, really the schools are the culprits. American, every FlashPoint Army person needs to know, it's the schools and the school teachers that have allowed a curriculum to come in that reinforces this lack of clarity regarding identity. So now you've got youth that literally think they're a bird or a person with a masculine body on the inside, but a feminine anatomy on the outside. This is a Jesus generation, folks, that I believe we can grab them because they really don't know who they are.
No, they don't. All right, let me show you another example. Hyatt showed us here. This is number 14, Jason. Breaking, Eli Ehrlich admits in damning tweet that she's still operating the drug trafficking operation, which busted a few months ago. She admits that she will continue sending drugs to minors. So you look at that. Look at the body of that tweet right there. I order 4 times more estrogen and testosterone blockers than I actually take. You should too. Several states have now banned trans medicine for minors, but we won't let a single young person go without medication. We'll provide care ourselves if youth can't access formal medicine. Haya, we would like to believe that this is just a radical one-off that happened here. But are you seeing more? I mean, people are really kind of taking the law in their own hands and publishing it out there that they're going to help kids transgender, transmutate, or whatever it is, become birds by taking all this estrogen. Is there really a lot of this out there?
As far as sending minors medication and drugs, I don't know if there's so much out there. I know there are a few programs where they try to help minors access drugs to transition. This one is the thing is that trans activists, they're so used to getting away with whatever they want because they know that all those 3-letter agencies are on their side. They have the DOJ on their side. So they think they can get away with whatever they want. They're used to emotionally manipulating the public to just go along with all their beliefs. And right now, they're starting to see that we're not just going along with it anymore. So states are banning really the harmful gender surgeries and drugs and for children, and they just don't know what to do with themselves. So they're resorting to doing these criminal activities. And
That's
I'm
crazy.
very hopeful that finally now something might be done about it.
Yeah,
it's really getting out of hand.
It sure is. All right, Rick, this one I'm going to let you comment after I show you this one. Elementary school in Texas promotes books about gender identity to students, including books that say doctors assign a gender and toddlers can be transgender. Rick, please help me.
Gene, we can't help but laugh at some of this stuff because it hurts so much to know. We know the damage this is doing to the community. And I just want to say hi as an absolute hero. She strikes a blow against the enemy and for the forces of good every day and has more influence than most of us could ever dream of having. God has blessed her and put her in a very, very special place, proving one person can make a massive, massive difference. So I just want to say hats off to her. I haven't had a chance to meet her, and I just wanted to tell her thank you for all that you're doing and exposing this. And back to that, even that first video and the shape shifting into a bird. Of course, if I shape shifted, I would want to be a lion or something, not a bird. But anyway, this stuff is real. And these kids that are furries in schools, and the schools are reinforcing it, and they're saying, yeah, come on in and act like a cat all day, and we'll even give you kitty litter in the bathroom. This is a culture that wants to absolutely destroy these children. And I want to emphasize what Lance said. We have an opportunity and a window of an opportunity to bring real identity to these kids, to bring truth to them. This revolution can happen. But right now we're in a Romans 1 situation where they have been completely deceived, which opens the door for truth. We've got to get out there and get that truth. Without Haya revealing the lies, we wouldn't even know a lot of this stuff is happening in our schools, just like that last one that you showed where they're doing these things with kids and teaching them these things, and parents don't even know what's happening to their kids.
Haya Rachel created the incredible account Libs of TikTok, receive endless death threats and media attacks. I want to hear more about all of that, Haya. For her work in exposing sick people who are coming after our kids. She's now written a children's book that teaches children never to keep secrets from their parents and to be able to spot adults who may be predators. Such an important message, and support Haya in the work she's doing. All right, so Haya, you did this, you wrote this book. Is this really... tell me what pushed you right over the edge to go ahead and write a book?
So I spent the last 2 years exposing the agenda to tear down childhood innocence and confuse them about their identity. And I just felt that now it's the time to really the next step, which is to give kids and parents a tool that they can actually use to combat part of that agenda. And sort of like nip it in the butt and be able to spot the predatory behavior so that they don't get sucked into to that agenda, which wants to sexualize them.
It's great. All right, so the book is The Candy Cat, No More Secrets, The Candy Cavern. That's published by Brave Books. We're going to talk to him a little bit more. What is your goal here? What is it you want to see happen with the minds of children? I know it sounds like a simple question, but I think people need to hear what you're wanting to see happen.
My mission is to protect children. I want children to be able to just grow up, have happy lives, and just, protect childhood innocence. That's really all I want. We see a lot of things like the drag shows for children. No one ever had a problem with drag shows until they started involving the kids. We just want the kids to be left alone.
Right.
So that's what I'm doing here. And I think that my book will actually help save a lot of children, because one of the first steps of grooming is really to cut off the parent, to isolate the child so that you can prey on them. And this is being done by trusted adults. They're able to do that. They sever the parent-child relationship. So my book hopefully will save children, because it teaches kids to look out for that predatory behavior. For when a trusted adult tells a kid, like, oh, we don't really need your parents. You can keep a secret just between us. We won't tell them. They'll never know. So I think it's going to save a lot of kids, and that's my goal.
Yeah, thank you.